In this video we are going to be looking at setting up the menus based off the designs we created in the last video. So once we get into Unreal, you should already have a file set up from previous videos. We are going to start off by creating a few things. So the first thing I'm going to create is a new level. So I've got a main menu level here. To create a level, you just right click and create the level. Name it what you want to name it. So, call this one main menu test, because I already have the other one there. Just make sure that's saved. Make sure you get in that level. Double click on it. There's nothing in this level, so you don't need anything in the level to begin with. That's fine. Then I'm going to go on. We should have a game mode for the game that you're creating, like shown in the previous videos. We're actually going to create another game mode and a controller, so we can set up the menu to be controlled by the mouse. Get all this right. So first off, we're just going to create a game menu. Really simple, we've done this before. So right click, blueprint class, and then game mode base. Call this main menu test GM for game mode. And then if we right click, blueprint class again, and then we want player controller this time. And this is going to be a menu controller test. Yep, so got these here. Just save all, get them saved. Now, in this level here, you'll see on the right hand side, if you're on the world settings, you don't have world settings on, just go up to settings and just click world settings here and it should pop up. If you click here where it says a game mode override, we're going to add this new menu test GM. So this one, and here it will come up with some options. So if I just click on this one and back up to check what I had this on. So everything is basic apart from the player controller class. So here in the player controller class, I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to change this to the controller test, like so. Compile, save this, close this, and then on the controller test, or the controller that you've set up, in the settings on the right, here on the mouse interface it says show mouse cursor. Currently that's on false, so the mouse won't be seen on screen like we've got it at the moment, but if we want to click buttons we will want the mouse on. So if we just click that button, compile, save. That means that we now have a level that we can use its own game mode and it has the mouse set up to be used on it. From here we need to start making the actual design of the main menu. So to do this, what you're going to want to do is, we've created a widget before for the HUD, but in this we're going to do it slightly different. So first off, you're probably going to want to make yourself a file inside, so maybe a file that's displays like I've got here for your HUD and everything else, and then I've got menu assets and I've brought in all the buttons, the backgrounds I need, all that sort of stuff, yeah, pause menu, whatever else I need. Then once you've done that, you want to right click, user interface, create a widget like we've done before. I want to name that, so again, main menu test. Let's open this up and you'll be presented with this screen like we have in the past when we set up certain other things like the HUD. So what do we want first? Well, my screen is actually slightly off scale to the 1920 by 1080 due to my laptop, but this size here should tell you what size you need it. But I imagine yours will be 1920 by 1080, as most are. So to begin with, we're going to actually bring in an image, put this under your canvas, and we're going to anchor this to the left corner. I'm going to size it up, so here 1920 by 1080, it fills that box. However, mine's going to be slightly off that, so I will put that on for now because that's what we're working with. And then once we've got that in, we want to go down to here where it says appearance, and we can add an image. So as long as you've brought in your image correctly and put them into that file, you should be able to search. So if I search main menu, it comes up with the test background. So I've got the background in. Yep. You might want to rename this, so instead of it being, it could be main menu background, just so you know what things are. Then we're going to start bringing in the buttons. So we can click on the button here and drag this in. Now this will be too small to begin with. You want to scale it up a little bit, position this, and then on the right you've got appearance, and then you've got style, and then you'll see normal, hovered and pressed. And this is why we created the normal, hovered and pressed buttons. So if we go on normal, you can again add the image. So if I just search for start, I think it's called, no, not start, new game, is it? New game, yeah, new game button. So I've got the button, I've got the clicked, and I've got the hover. So what we're going to put in the new game. Now, the image size is probably different to the actual size of this box. So this is where you can go in here and you can see, oh, it's 608. So if I make this 608 by 126, this is the size I had made it in Photoshop, so I can match that. Maybe name this new game button, just so I'm aware of what it is. Then here we go back in and go from the normal one to the hovered. Change the image for this, so new game. This is why it's important to have them named correctly so you can find them easily and your process is just a bit quicker. And then again, new game, clicked. So I know that when I hover over it, it's going to be like this color. When it's normal, it's going to be this color. When it's hovered over, it's going to be a darker grey, and then when it's pressed, it'll be yellow. Again, you're going to want to repeat this, so you might want to duplicate this a couple of times. Next one I'm going to just line up, and then again line up, something like so, and then I may even have a duplicate of this again. Let's go down here for the quit button. So then if I go through, I'm just going to change these. So I've got the levels button, got the credits button, and I've got the quit button. And each of these I need to go through. These two the wrong way around. So for now, fix these up. Okay, so I've got levels, credits, and quit. So then I just need to go into each of these and change these. So I've got levels, like so. This takes a little bit of time, but it's worth doing because once it's set up, it will look a lot better. So levels, credits, and then just the quit button down here. So obviously yours will be designed however you've designed it. There we are, we've got all the buttons set up. I'll save this just quickly. What we are going to do next is close this. We are then going to go back into our main menu test level, save selected, and then if we go up to blueprints, we can open the level blueprints. I'm going to do that. So we have this. Now what we want to do is, I'll just open this one. We want to add the menu to the begin player, event begin player. So we've done this before, we're just adding it to the level part. So back into my test menu, blueprints, open level blueprints, event begin player is here. So we pull off here and press and search for widget. Oh, sorry, create widget, sorry. And then if we select the class and we add that new main menu test, and then from here, if we just search for add to viewport and just connect to the return value like so. So now if we compile, save, and we play, we've now got a menu that appears. You'll see here I've got a black area because my screen is wider than the 1920 by 1080. That's why I put it there. So you may need to tweak it depending on your screen, but we can look into that. And then if I click, you'll notice they pop yellow. If I hover, they go the other color. So that's where I'm going to leave it at the end of this video. In the next video, we will look to set these buttons up to be connected to different things.